Good evening everyone. My name is Paras. I am leader of team Electro Noobs. We have designed a product that will address and improve the health situation of rural India. Our product provides a better and faster response to emergency health conditions in rural areas with or without cellular network coverage. Now, before moving on to the solution, let us first analyze that such a problem really exists in India, and the answer is yes. Around 5.94 lakh of means 5.94. Before jumping on to the solution, let us first analyze whether such a problem really exists in India or not. And the answer is a big yes. There are around 5.94 lakh villages in our country and more than 43,000 have no network availability at all. Although there are a very large number of villages where there is extremely minimal connectivity. So we have contacted many villagers and also found out some reviews, and we found out that this is a great problem in village. They are not able to get any kind of emergency medical care, or even they are not able to get minimum facilities of healthcare like getting a clinic or getting even fever medicine is difficult for them. After carefully analyzing the problem, we have come forward with a solution. We will install alert switches at every village junction with a smart card reader as well as a microphone to get the voice feedback of a villager. And the message will be transferred using mesh network topology to the nearest control room, and then a group of medical practitioners will visit that area. Now let's see how this works. This is the overview of our solution. Let's say someone needs help at this area and sends a message. The message travels through these nodes. It goes to the healthcare center, and after analyzing the signal, a team of medical practitioners reach to that location using necessary means of transport. Now at the back end, the control room will be having the whole data of the villagers, like their medical health, their previous medical histories, this blood group and all. And with the help of that data, we can analyze what kind of disease may happen in future or might have happened at the time of sending a signal. Now let us see how the database looks. So we have uploaded a demo database. This consists of family IDs, like let's say if in one family there are 5 members. So we have stored everything in a tree like structure. Family ID 1, member 1, age, blood group, diseases, gender, location ID, name and person ID. So whenever someone sends a signal using his smart card, the smart card will be consisting of his person ID. Through this person ID we can know his name, his location, as well as the kind of disease and blood group. Like if some accident he may face, so we need blood, and we know beforehand that his blood group is A, so it will be a beneficial thing. Likewise, also disease information are also beneficial. And after getting that kind of data, the control center decides, the doctors there decide what to do and reach there by a proper means of transport, because in villages there are no proper means of road transport also. So they will use something like this kind of transport system. We have also designed an app to fill the villagers' data, and the most important feature of this app is it can even work without internet. Now let us do that. I am turning off the internet. I will fill the data. Family ID, let's say 25, member ID 1, name Paras, age 22, gender male, disease, let's say bone disease, person ID 456, blood group O positive, location ID, location OR, Odisha, location ID 21, and we are submitting it. It says it has been submitted. Okay. So like this, we can fill a numerous data even if there is no internet connection. And after filling, let us assume we have returned to our control room where there is internet facility. Okay, we have connected to internet. Now let's see. As we can see here, the data has been uploaded. Family ID 25, member 1, age, blood group, name, Paras, everything came. So in this way we can collect villagers data even if there is no internet connection, and we can digitize it there and there itself. Now coming to the connection architecture, we are using mesh topology, an advanced mesh technology like an optimized mesh topology. Let's say these are the nodes that are installed at every village junction. Each one has a range of 100 meters or means around 200 meters, 150 to 200 meters, and they are able to intercommunicate among each other. Let's say one node fails, the message can traverse to, let's say this node fails and the person needing help is here. It is means this message is not dependent on the intermediate node. Since this is a mesh topology, even if something fails in between, the message can traverse to alternate paths. And this is an optimized mesh technology because, as we can see here, though these nodes are not sending the message backwards, but these nodes are sending the nodes to every other node possible. This is highly essential because this reduces the power and also reduces the time taken to transfer a message from sender to receiver. How this is optimized means, these nodes, the nodes which are present near the server, can intelligently detect that we are near the server and no need to send the message backwards. While the nodes present as the backwards, they don't find a server near them, they will send the message to every other node present. So in this way, efficiency of message is increased and time delay is also decreased. Now this represents a village area. We have covered the whole village here. The data of whole village is captured at a single point, and this module, this is the LoRa module, this is capable of transmitting the data to over 2 to 3 kilometers, and that reaches to the control room. The delay between each message, means each hop, is around 15 to 20 milliseconds. So we can assume that within less than 5 minutes, not less than 5 minutes, even less than a minute, the message will reach to the control room. Now we are going to see a live demonstration of the nodes and the mesh topology they are working on. This is node number B, this is node number A, and this is node number C. Currently they are now on a mesh topology network. The node B, which is present here, is acting like a server node and collecting the data of node A and C. So we have designed a program and a mini dashboard which can show us the live data or the live status of these nodes. We can see messages O, A and O, C. This means all OK from node A and all OK from node C. Now let us replicate a situation where a user needs help. Since we don't have a switch, we are replicating the same by using jumper wires. Now we can see a new message has arrived, HA12. This means help is needed at node A and their location and member IDs are transferred. At the control room, we are getting the live status, that is node A is on, node C is on, and also who needs help. And we can know that some person named John and S33 who is having disease this and this of blood group B needs help at location Arlington. So this database comes from the Firebase data I showed some minutes ago. And the switch means the alert switch is replicated by using this system. So we can see how mesh topology works and the message is transferred. The dashboard we saw was a mini demonstration, but what we are going to build will finally look like this, which will have every this will be the statistics of the signal strength of the nodes and something like that. We will store this on a cloud-based portal known as Grafana. We are going to use these technologies to combine all the 50 to 60 nodes of a village, and likewise numerous villages will be there which can come under single portal. And now comes the part who all are getting benefited. Our first and topmost priority is villagers. They will improve their health conditions. They are not able to get any kind of health right now, so it will be highly helpful to them. The health department will use this product, control team, and as well as the government will use this product. The showstoppers, like we are not having enough electronic modules to showcase our idea now, and the reliability means the reliability of these electronic modules, as they can fail at any time, although the system is designed to handle failures, but then also it is a showstopper. Now comes the part what makes our product unique. Our product is scalable, dynamic and modular. That means we can analyze a village. Let's say the village is highly educated but they don't have health conditions. So we need not place smart card voice feedback there, because we can put some digits and we can get voice input, textual input like some numbers or some descriptions from them digitally, which will reduce the cost of our product. And similarly, if a village is very backward in terms of literacy, we can take their voice feedback, smart cards and all. So in this way, our project is very, very dynamic, and it can be changed or it can be configured as per the village we are working on. And this is a real-time project. So like in ambulances, we need to call someone. They will respond and they will come. After that, they will analyze and do all the things. But here, we already have the data of villagers. So we know what kind of disease or what kind of problem may happen. We also know blood groups, BP levels and all. So it is a very much unique thing in our product. Now coming to the business model, since we cannot expect to generate a great number of revenues, but still we can think of getting revenue from the data we collect. We collect a huge number of data that can be helpful for policymakers as well as pharma companies. And the villagers also, like as we said that it is a modular and scalable project, we can implement on any kind of village. It may be an advanced village, it may have cellular connection, then also we can apply this project and collect fees from them. So as per the village we are taking up, we can modify our project. This is the dynamicity of our project. So that's all for this demonstration. Thank you.